welcome back to the most delightful review that I've ever done in my whole entire life. Man United 2, Man City 0. Man United always go first, simple as that. I don't care whether Man City are at home or not. So what we'll do is we'll break it down, go through bit by bit, do player ratings, etc., my opinions, my thoughts. Let's get into it. Come on, boys! And we're back. As I said, this is going to be very good for me. I don't class myself as biased. I am a massive Man United fan, but I'm not biased. I do like football. I do watch a lot of football. So I'm going to say my honest opinion throughout the video. I've seen a lot online of we sat back, we were defensive, we weren't expansive, we didn't have a go at Man City. Let's be honest, Man City, this is probably, apart from the 09 and 99 team of Man United, this is probably the best Man City team, the best Premier League team that we've ever seen, apart from the 08 and the 99, just to get that in. Probably the third best. It's up there, it's young, it's quick, it's technical, it's direct, very good going forward, very good at the back, an excellent goalkeeper, world-class goalkeeper. You've got to put things in perspective. I hate it when people say, oh, it's defensive, it's boring, like, at the end of the day, that is a massive win for us. Not so much to catch Man City. I don't think we're going to catch Man City, not in the slightest. They're 11 points clear. 11 points is a lot to make up, especially because they've got to drop it and we've got to gain it. It's unlikely, let's be honest. It's possible, but it's very unlikely. I'm thinking more of the fact that it's going to pull us away from Leicester, Chelsea, Tottenham, whoever the fuck's below us. Let's be honest, I'm not too sure. I'm always looking up, I'm not really looking back. But today, the light bulb moment kind of happened. I've kind of conceded the league now, I'll be honest. But in a grand scheme of things, it's a massive 3 points in the grand scheme of things due to Leicester, Chelsea, all the ones I mentioned before. All of them are slipping off slowly. West Ham, I think, is the other one, if I remember rightly. But all of them are slipping off gradually. Maybe Chelsea and Leicester are going to still be there at the end of the season, but I don't think West Ham, etc. and stuff are going to be. So it is a massive 3 points to try and solidify that second place. It's massive improvement. Massive improvement from last year. We're better going forward. Fair enough, our strikers aren't really performing. But doesn't that just tell you how good the rest of the team are performing? The fact that Martial's not scoring. Cavani's come in and helped a great deal. Mason Greenwood's definitely not hit the heights of last season. Rashford, performance-wise, I don't think he's been great. But goals and assists he has been. Bruno is always going to be up there. We've had Pogba out for large parts of the season. And we're still grinding out results. We're still beating Man City away at the Etihad. At the Etihad. It is tremendous. It is a great performance. Exactly how Ole wanted it to go, in my opinion. I think he set out to counter-attack. I think he set out to use Dan James, Rashford, Martial, who I'll go on to in a little bit. But overall, an absolutely superb performance, and I literally couldn't be happier. Well done, Ole. So, carrying on with the chat. I think the early goal obviously helped, which, to me, it was a soft penalty. I'll be honest, I thought it was quite soft, but he does get brought down, he does get the touch. Gabriel Jesus does come in through the backslash side of him. So, modern day, it's a penalty. A little bit harsh. I mean, I'm 27, and when I used to play, that wouldn't have been a penalty. So, like, I would say it was very harsh. Bruno Fernandes got a lot of criticism. He came up in the pre-match conference, and he was kind of biting back at the haters a little bit, saying he doesn't perform in big games. He just needs to forget about what people are saying on Twitter. Twitter is full of trolls. The internet in general is full of trolls. Forget what you're being said about you. You're world class. You're probably, at the moment, the top 5 player in the world. Fuck everybody else. And all of the hate is not coming from Man United fans or players or pundits. Every single bit of hate is coming from Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal. They're fucking jealous of you, mate. They're fucking jealous of how good you are. You turn up week in, week out. Fair enough, you put in a 4 performance out of 10, but you get a goal. Like, De Bruyne was shit. Absolutely shit in that match yesterday, because I am doing this on the Monday. He was shit. De Bruyne didn't turn up. Foden came on and had one chance and missed. Big players perform in big moments. Bruno Fernandes steps up in a derby away from home and buries the penalty. Don't come at me and say that he deserves any less admiration than Luke Shaw did, than Martial did, than Harry Maguire, Lindelof, Dean Henderson. It was an utmost massive, huge performance from individual players and as a team. Absolutely stunning, Bruno Fernandes. And my heart goes out to Bruno Fernandes because he gets so much stick and I don't even know why. I don't even know why. He is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'll go on to the ratings in a minute, but overall I just want to say the early goal helped. Just a quick overview of the game. Early goal obviously helped. Martial fought the foul a little bit. Bruno Fernandes buried it. Luke Shaw was tremendous. Don't know where he's got this form from, to be perfectly honest, but he's definitely putting his name in the hat for the England Euros. First team starter. Direct, fast, getting the ball in, prolific. Good finish as well, to be fair to him. Overall, very happy. The whole team, out of 10, I thought was a 9. I thought they did exactly what was asked for them from Ole. And Ole's tactics was a 10, because he got the win. So, mint. What we'll do is we'll jump onto the ratings. As ever, we'll start the ratings off with Dean Henderson. Overall, Dean Henderson commanded his box. He didn't actually have a lot to do. Man City didn't get that much on target. They didn't really threaten. A couple of chances here and there, but I don't think he did that much in terms of saves and stuff, like vital saves and stuff. However, he did do something that David De Gea does not do. He started an attack. His distribution. He threw the ball to Shaw, which sparked United's second goal. He's definitely staked his claim for the number 1 spot. Overall, his performance was excellent, to be perfectly honest. A few times, I was texting my dad and my brother when the match was on, and they had a free kick about 40 yards out to the left-hand side. You know where Everton scored that goal in the last minute? It was exactly the same position. And I wasn't really bothered. I knew Henderson was going to come and get it. Fair enough, he came out. Big shout, you heard him on the telly, big shout. Caught it both hands, threw the ball out. Like, David De Gea doesn't do that. So, I think he's definitely pushing David De Gea. In my last video, I was stating, stay strong with David De Gea. He's done a lot for the team, done a lot for the club. He stayed with us when we were shit, basically. But, he's got to perform. He's got to outperform Dean Henderson to keep that spot. I would say definitely Dean Henderson's pushing him. It's going to be close. It's neck and neck. I don't think anyone's outperforming the other one at the moment, but Henderson's definitely putting in performances, which makes you think. Most definitely. So overall, Dean Henderson, I would say an 8. Very, very good. Very impressive. Well done, Dean. So next on the list is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's an annoying one. I'm actually going to give him a pretty good rating this today, but he often thrives at the Etihad. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the way Sterling plays suits him. Because Sterling tries to hit the byline all the time to cut the ball back. Wan-Bissaka's very good at one-on-one tackling, one-on-one defensive management of a player. So I think Sterling's style of play suits Wan-Bissaka, weirdly enough. He's done a job on Sterling once again. Diligent defensive display from Wan-Bissaka. Not much to say really. Didn't go forward a great deal, but I think that he played well. I'd give him a 7. I'd say a 7. And Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire was colossal. I've always said Harry Maguire, you can't judge him on his pace. He's not known for his pace. He doesn't have pace. Judge him on all the things we bought him for. Aerial ability, positioning, bringing the ball out, passing ability. All of those things accumulate to Harry Maguire being very good. Very, very good. And I don't understand when people go, oh, he turns like a boat and stuff like that. Like, he wasn't bought for his pace. Don't judge him on his pace. He gets out of situations because of his positional ability. Because he's a very good tackler. He's good in the air. He's good at bringing the ball. Like, judge him on those things, and he does that extremely well, above average, all the time. £80 million is a lot of money for Harry Maguire. I completely understand that. But he's fit every game. He's a 7 at least every game. He makes the odd mistake, fair enough, but that's normally covering for someone else. So overall, Harry Maguire smashed it. But to me, Harry Maguire got an 8 today. I thought he was excellent. I thought he was solid and done exactly what was asked from him. Kept Gabriel Jesus quiet, which isn't hard because he's shit. But also covered Shaw, covered Lindelof. Both worked really well, which I'll get to Lindelof in a sec. But excellent. He got an 8. Well done, Harry. And now to Victor Lindelof. This will surprise a lot of people because everyone on this channel knows I'm not a massive fan of Lindelof. Excuse me. There was some concern from fans when he was announced rather than Eric Bailly. But I would say Lindelof is a man for the big occasion. I'd say he performs in the big games. He read City's attacks brilliantly. He was courageous on the ball. He did bring the ball out like Maguire, to be fair. He did find the pass. He did get us 30 yards up the pitch on the ball because he is very composed. What he lacks in aerial ability, he does definitely lack in actual ability, like playing football ability. So the passing, the touch, and stuff like that. He gets caught out a little bit sometimes, but today he was flawless, absolutely flawless. For me, he was very close to being man of the match, very very close to being man of the match, but he got pipped by 2 players in my opinion, which I'll get to in a minute. So him and Maguire very solid at the back. He's going to be an 8 for me, I think. Again, very 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 impressive. Done everything that he was asked for. I'll be pleased. Well done, Victor. Luke Shaw. Where on earth has this come from? Where has this come from? Luke Shaw is a fucking boss. He's direct, he's quick, he's strong. Even going that way, even defensively, he's got better. Where has this come from? The start of the season, we got Tellez, and we were like, Tellez going forward's probably better. He works hard getting back the other way. He's going to be our number 1 left back easily. No questions asked. Then Shaw was like, who's this Tellez guy? Fuck that. I'm going to absolutely boss it. And he's probably, arguably, been our best player for, 3 months now? He's stepped up. He's definitely stepped up. And for me, Luke Shaw was everything that we could ask for in a wing-back. He was direct, quick, started counter-attacks, got the ball in early, tried to find the front 3 very early. Got on the score sheet, obviously, himself, which with an absolutely unbelievable striker's finish. If Kane does that, let's not go into what you'd do to him if it was Kane, but it was a great performance. It was really, really, really good. With him and Rashford on the left-hand side, they're building a good partnership. They're building a very, very, very good partnership, and it's really, really good to see. So Luke Shaw, for me, was my man of the match. So I'm going to put him at 9.5. 9.5 for Luke Shaw because I thought he did everything perfect. Everything he did was at the highest standard. A 9.5. The only way that I'd give him a 10 is if he got an assist as well instead of just a goal. But that's me being critical. Well done, Lukey boy. Got us the win. Good lad. So, Fred. I don't like criticising Man United players. I really don't. As you might know by now, I am quite passionate and I am quite honest. And I'm not biased. I don't think I'm biased anyway. I do think we got outpassed today. I don't necessarily mean outperformed. Outpassed today. But there was 40 minutes in that game where I thought we were the better team. And I think against Man City, who's won 21-0, that wasn't predicted. That wasn't... No one was expecting that. Everyone was expecting a thumping. And I thought, oh, they got a spot on today. And Fred didn't help at all. Normally, I say he worked hard. He got around well. He put in tackles. But today, he was missing the tackles. His passing was shocking. He was losing the ball. He was getting dispossessed in high areas. In our final third, I don't think he was great. I thought he really struggled against Man City's high press. he didn't get unnerved, and he keeps trying, and he keeps going, and he plays with a lot of heart. But I think if you're a Man United player, I think you've got to have more than just heart and passion. And I think a lot says he isn't good enough for Man United. I don't think he's good enough for Man United. I think Man United in the summer transfer window need a 6 to pivot, to sit in that pivot and to connect the defence with attack. And I don't think he's good enough to do that. I think that's why Mctominay plays next to him, because I don't think he's good enough to play there on his own. Overall, I'm going to go with a 5, because I don't think he was very good at all. First, that's just my opinion. 5. Come on, Fred, shape up. Which leads me now on to Mctominay. Mctominay, he was imprecise, if that's a word, in possession. Too often, really, in my opinion, in the first half. Did become more composed, and he did come into the game and was a nuisance for Man City in the second half. They did struggle to build sustained pressure, Man City. Fair enough, they had maybe 3-4 chances where you'd think, should they have done better? However, I would say Bruno Fernandes, McTominay worked really well in the centre of the park today. They hassled, they harried, they kept the ball really well when they had it. He was just really good. Delivered when it mattered, showed bottle. He was stunning. He was absolutely stunning today, McTominay. Again, a contender for man of the match, I think. I know a few people online and a few sort of podcasts and stuff I watch give McTominay the man of the match. But for me, Luke Shaw was unbelievable, so he doesn't quite pip him. But he did have a very good game, Scott McTominay. Well done. I'll give him a 7. Well done, Scott. So, Bruno Fernandes. I thought he was outstanding today. He's been, as I said at the start of the video, he's been hammered for his form against the top 6, which I don't think is relevant, personally. His record's outstanding. His performances are outstanding. His attitude is outstanding. I think it's harsh. He scored from the penalty, high pressure situation against the top 6, might I add. Well, not even the top 6, the top 1. He's calm, he's composed, he's passionate, he's eager, he wants to hassle, he wants to win the ball back, he wants to win it high, he wants a high press, he's shouting at everyone, he's encouraging everyone to get forward with him to try and win the ball back, which is huge. One person doesn't start a press. There's 3 people start a press. One person goes to the ball, 2 cut the passing lanes, maybe the one behind cuts the pass out in, like, if you try and beat it. One person doesn't start that. Bruno Fernandes brings people with him. He goes and everyone's like, shit, he's gone. Let's go. Let's do it. So everyone goes. He's outstanding. He is outstanding. He got the goal. He did play well. I think he outperformed De Bruyne, in my personal opinion, who was always compared against. I think overall it would be a 7 for Bruno Fernandes. I thought he played really well. He instigated a lot of the pressing, along with Dan James and Martial and Rashford. I thought they all played really well together. The interlink between them was brilliant. Yeah, a 7 for Bruno. Well done, Bruno. Got the goal. Heart goes out to you, Bruno. Well done, mate. So Marcus Rashford today. Marcus Rashford is, as I keep saying, he's the most talented, frustrating player I've ever seen play for Man United. He's quality with the ball is outstanding. However, he does take too long on the ball, I would say. He reminds me a bit of Jack Grealish in that manner. People say that Jack Grealish obviously spends too much time on the ball, he gets fouled a lot, but that's why he gets fouled a lot. I think Rashford has injuries because he holds up the ball too long and gets tackled. Impact injuries, or he's had problems with his knee, his shoulder, but they've all come from getting tackled and going down funny. Get the ball, run at your man. You don't have to beat him 3-4 times. You beat him once and put it in the box. The one time when he should have shot, he tried to pass it to Martial. When the ball went loose in the box, he ran onto it, opened his body, and passed it. You think of all of the times where you should have passed and you don't. But I thought he played well. He looked a threat. He worked extremely hard. Closing down, the pressing worked well with Bruno, etc., as I mentioned. I thought he played excellent. He's touching the ball. His final product, he's not quite a striker, is he? Let's be honest, he's not quite a striker, but I'd say definitely he did perform well this game. Unfortunately, the injury might not be great, but let's see an update on the website or from the Man United officials. Let's see what's happening with him. Touch wood. He is good for the next game against AC Milan in midweek, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. He might get a rest. Martial might go out wide and Cavani might get a start, so that's what they could do. Greenwood might get a start. But, touch wood, Rashford's okay. Good performance, Marcus. I'm going to go with 7 for Rashford. I think they're all above par, so they are going to be high ratings, but a 7, he came off with half an hour to go, so, about that, I think. So yeah, 7 does him good. Well done, Marcus. And Dan James. Dan James is a weird one for me because I've always quite liked Dan James. I know a lot of the fan base don't, but he wasn't brought in to be a first 11, first starter player, especially not in big games. As I said, he was brought in to cover the likes of Rashford, Martial, etc. So on the overall, on the big picture, I would say Dan James has exceeded expectations. I would say he hasn't had a run of games in the last year, so everyone says, "Oh, he's been shit for 6-7 months." Has he though? Has he? When he plays, he presses, he gets a ball in to the strikers, he does what he's told. He's very good defensively. He's very good going forward. He may need to add a few more goals to his game, but recently he has. Has he turned the corner? Possibly, but a 7, I would say, rating for Dan James is. I thought he played really well. Not quite at the height of Luke Shaw, McTominay, Martial, but yeah, very good, very solid performance by Dan James, which we've come to expect now. I think he stepped up a level. I think he was at 5 out of 10, and I think he stepped up to about a 7 out of 10 now, hence the rating of 7. But very impressed, very impressive, Dan James. Keep working, keep going, keep training hard. And you'll get your games. You'll get your games. Well done, mate. Well done. So last but not least, Anthony Martial. Martial was outstanding. That's one word to summarise his performance today. He was outstanding. Low on confidence, low on goals, low on assists. He worked his arse off today. Absolutely busted a gut. He was even smiling. That's when you know Martial is playing well. He was holding the ball up. He was linking up play. He was coming deep, collecting it and spraying it and busting an ass to get back in the box. His target man play was outstanding today. He was holding a defence off on his own shoulders. He was strong. He was tenacious. He should score. Like, I'm not going to make excuses for him. That one where it breaks to him in the box from a stupid defensive mistake. And he just hits it straight at the goalkeeper. There's fucking space left and right of Henderson. Like, he's got to score. He's got to score. But he's low on confidence. But his overall game was outstanding today. I think only Shaw was better than him, to be perfectly honest. I think he just needs a bit more confidence. What more can I say about Martial? He's touch, he's dribbling, he's everything, but he's not scoring. He's a striker, he's a number 9, he's Man United's number 9. He needs to score. He won the penalty in the first minute, which I said was a bit of a soft one, but he gets the touch, he feels it, he goes down. He's got to be admired for the work he put in today, which he's not normally known for. Overall, a very good performance. I'm going to go with a 9. A 9 today for Martial. Superb, sublime, all the compliments in the world for Martial. Well done, mate. Keep it up. So, as you can see, just to summarise and just to finish off, the match stats are... Hang on, there. I couldn't get my ways there. Match stats are there, just popped up there, and 23 shots for Man City. I mean, like, they hit the bar. Fair enough, they hit the bar, but it was a poor finish. Foden missed the goal by about fucking 12 yards. That was the best chance. Like, it doesn't tell the whole story. Possession, 67%, which I concede. Yeah, fair enough, they had more possession. But what's the one that matters? Honestly, I thought it was quite an even game. They had the possession, we had the chances, we scored, they didn't. That's a very basic and very, very, very precise and accurate assumption, I'd have said. I don't really see... It says Man City had 2 clear chances, and I presume it's hitting the bar and it's the Phil Foden one, but I wasn't scared. You know what I mean? I mean, during the match I was, but in hindsight, you look back and think, kind of thing. Like, they didn't do a great deal. Like, I don't think that I was scared of them scoring at any point. Phil Foden's chance when he hit it, I was like, and then I seen where it went. I was like, oh, okay. Overall, Man United get the win at the Etihad. Ole trumps Pep again. I think he is the manager with the best record against Pep, if I remember rightly. I'm not quite sure on that. I'm probably talking out my ass, but I'm pretty sure I've seen that somewhere. The match stats speak for themselves. I'm absolutely buzzing, absolutely chuffed with how Ole is running the club, getting the deadwood out. Bringing in not one signing's been a flop. For me personally, I think he's done excellent in the transfer window. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more of Diallo. Palestri still got a long way to go, but he was bought for the youth. So Diallo might need to come in and sort of spark something. But apart from that, I'm buzzing with Ole. I love him. He's a hero. He was a hero as a player. He's doing bits as a manager. What more can I say about Ole? Keep the faith. Come on, United. Let's try and catch City. 11 points dropped by them and 11 points gained by us. Easy. Come on, boys. Derby win. Let's go.